Warrior. I'm still on the road, so bear with me if you hear noise in the background. No complaints, everybody. Airplanes, trucks, trains, whatever. We are working across the country, and we are helping American children and families. I want to talk about a new report that just came out from a wonderful organization called Thorn. That's Thorn. Thorn.org is the website. I want to give you some facts, something you can relate to, talk to your teens, your kids too, because this is how kids are feeling about their online experiences. So instead of, it's always the warriors relaying messaging, it's always other organizations or the government, or let's hear from the kids themselves and see what this survey, tells us. In 2025, almost half of all minors, so that's under 18, surveyed said they accessed a web site, an app, or a platform before they met the minimum age requirements. Because a lot of these apps and platforms is just check a box. Are you 18? Are you 16 or whatever? Kids just check a box. They're getting onto anything and everything, okay? Teens, 50% were more likely to report doing so than preteens, 43%. Boys, 51% more than girls, 43%. LGBTQ plus youth, 60% were more likely than non-LGBTQ plus youth. It's important to at least talk about that a little bit and recognize that. Remember, it's America 2026. We have, sorry, it's a little windy where I am. Something is blowing in my mouth. We have all kinds of kids out there today, so let's just accept we do and move forward, okay? The most common ways kids were misrepresenting their age was using a fake birthday. How easy is that? You put in a fake birthday. I'm not here to give anybody ideas, but come on now. Getting someone older to help them make a decision, using a shared account, and then using someone else's information, such as an email or phone number, to gain access. So right there it tells you it's open season. There are no guardrails about any of this. The research from Thorn also explored a connection between risky online actions and getting around age limits. And this indicates that either young kids, people who experience more risks online, are more likely to bypass app, platform, or website age rules, or that the opposite is true. And I'm going slowly here because I know I get people telling me I talk so fast. I do, but there's a lot to say all the time. There's not a lot of people bringing you information like this. Young people who access platforms before they were old enough were more likely to report having an online sexual interaction, 41% versus 13%. They were also more likely to be shown nude images of others without that person's consent. That's 25% versus 6%. And sharing a nude photo of a video themselves, 16% versus 3%. Now remember, I'm giving you percentages from this survey. Numbers are always higher. This is what we know about. So this situation, and I'm going to put the study in the body of the video so you can take your time, you can look at it. It presents this ongoing problem. It highlights this ongoing problem. Age limits alone don't keep the young people out of places not meant for them, nor does it, reduce their risk of exposure. So age limits are an important safety tool. I think we can all agree to that. But more needs to be done to ensure that they work properly and are consistently combined with other longer-lasting child safety measures. Fear and shame make a lot of kids not report things or talk about things. But we can see this fear and shame in 2025 has been growing. And, I feel like because of the online world, I hope you join me in thinking like this. Because kids are seeing so much online or hearing so much from other kids that they saw online, we should just be open. Because it's not, I get a lot of pushback, feedback. Oh, I don't want to open that can of worms, or I don't want to start that discussion. You have to, because strangers are teaching our kids. Predators are approaching our kids. You have to be the educator about all of this. Look, worrying trends, we've got ages 9 to 12 now reaching out for some sort of assistance, seeking help from others. 9 to 12, did you hear what I say? Now, delay is the way is what we always recommend with all of these devices, right? But you are the parent or caregiver, and there's something called parental autonomy. So you can share those devices. It's up to you. But if you're going to do it, just remember one thing in 2026, that you need to have guardrails. You need to have the conversation with your child. Since 2020, preteens have been more likely to say they used an online tool and less likely to ask for help offline. So what are we going to do about all this? Well, this child safety ecosystem can continue to encourage and support more face-to-face help seeking. That's what I want to get at, that we really open up and talk to our kids, again, because they're seeing and hearing everything anyway. And why leave them just to seek more information from a stranger online or from a friend who learned the information online? The information may be incorrect, but there's so many things going on. And about 50% of our kids admit to having some sort of sexual interaction online. I think the number is a lot higher than 50%. So I want to put the study in the body of this survey and the study in the body of this video. But you know what? We have so much CSAM, child sexual abuse material, floating around. My fear has always been there's normalization of it, habituation of it. And so this is kind of in one ear, out the other. But I'm here to say that tech companies should be held accountable for young users everywhere. Yes, we understand parents are the first line of defense, but tech companies got to step up. They're getting away with everything, including, well, the ultimate harm to children. And because there's no regulation, like somebody in Washington told me today, you're a broken record, Lynn Shaw. I said, I certainly am, because big tech has no regulation. It's the only business I know today that has no regulation, meaning they can do whatever they want, including harming our children. So fear, shame, victim blaming continue to be these barriers, which means we got to talk to our kids. And also chatbots and AI companions are here. They're not going away. And those are common tools that the kids are all using, including very sexual ones. And it's only going to get worse. So I say, you know what? Youth online safety, it's up to you, it's up to me, it's up to all warriors out there. We can confront it. And if we help one child, one family a day, then that's being a warrior. So join us. Read the survey, look at the study, look at the facts, and then ask yourself, who is protecting our American children? Community creates change. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe to these videos. Please join our Lynn's Warriors channel. Please share videos. Thanks for all the donations, support, good services, everything you're doing for the Warriors. We have been across the country in the last couple of weeks. We'll be back in New York in a couple of days. And we just want to say, God bless America. God bless you. Thank you. And when you wake up each and every day, go out and be a warrior.